Hey, I'm John, and I'm what you would call a moped enthusiast. I may know a little bit about mopeds, but I definitely don't know everything. That's why I'm recruiting some of the best builders from across the US in a first of its kind build-off. Just like how every moped on the show is unique, every episode is different. New contestants, new clubs, new rules. Let's start this thing off. It's moped money time.
Moped Money, Scene 1, Take 1.
Welcome to Brooklyn, New York. You're watching Moped Money. Game show where two teams come in to build two mopeds. They get judged on how they look, how functional they are, and which one's faster. The winner gets to keep the moped and some cash. The loser gets nothing. Want to meet our competitors? Let's go. Today's builders all hail from right here in New York City. Our two contestants on the black team are Ralphie and Joel. Ralphie is a collector of poop mopeds, and he's been at this for a few years. He mainly works with race cars now, but he's taking his high-performance skills and putting them to work on the mopeds. Joel is also a poop collector, and is a master detailer when it comes to restoring these old mopeds. At the opposite lip, we have the gray team, featuring Moto and Billy. Moto hails from the South Bronx. He mainly works in motorcycles and sport bikes, but he has built a number of mopeds. He specializes in Tomos. Weird coincidence? Billy resides in the Sunset Park area of Brooklyn. He's owned Lems, Tomos, Minarelli, Pooks, probably a few others. Let's hope his varied collection gives him enough experience to get whatever model he gets thrown at today. Each team gets one busted moped, $500 cash for parts, and 24 hours to fix them. They'll get judged on safety, style, and speed. So the bike they choose can help them or harm them. You may be asking yourself, will $500 in 24 hours be enough? Well, the truth is, mopeds can be repaired and maintained for little cash and minimal effort. In fact, it was these characteristics that made them very appealing when they were first introduced into the United States.
Good evening.
The year was 1973. The oil embargo in America was making commuting a nightmare. People were not happy. And while the bureaucrats were trying to sort out all of the money problems, Americans had a whole new set of problems, mainly trying to get around with gas in short supply.
Mike sees something he likes very much. He decides to go after it, and he finds what he wants.
Enter the moped. Part motorcycle, part bicycle. These rather timid machines proved to be a great alternative to the gas guzzlers that everyone was driving at the time. Some mopeds got as much as 100 miles per gallon. And if you still couldn't get gas in time, you could always pedal it home. Aside from being very practical, they were also just fast enough to be exhilarating and unique enough to win over the hearts of the love generation. And it was nothing but love for mopeds. That is, until the embargo ended. It took a little while, but gas eventually got cheaper. Everyone went back to their cars and forgot about their mopeds. Today, most of these bikes can be found in disrepair in garages, barns, and storage units across the country. But there are still groups of passionate builders across the US that don't think it's the end of the road for mopeds. They're simple to fix, the paperwork is minimal, and the cost is a fraction of what a car would be. And they're really fun. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention that people modify the shit out of them to make them go really fast? Well, they do, and our two teams are about to choose which moped they'll be hot rodding for today's big build-off. Okay guys, are you ready to pick out the bikes?
Yes, sir.
Alright, let's put this blue bike right here. Right here you got a 1978 blue Poop Maxi.
Doable. Good condition. Looks like it got everything. Oh yeah, that's sweet. It still smells like fresh gas in there.
Yeah.
Looks good. Got new tires.
Tires?
Love this rack.
Tires?
Look at the rack. Love it.
Oh,
It's kind of stuck. Bike seat.
Good luck.
let's check out this bike.
We have a technical difficulty. Let me sit down. Look at that. Wow. Holy.
here you got a 1977 Poop Max. Almost identical.
The only thing nice is the color.
You're missing the chain here. That's the let it go. Yeah, I like this bike.
Definitely.
You like this bike? Yeah, I think we're gonna have to flip for it. Yeah, you think so?
Noticeable.
Tank, bro. Yo, this tank's man. Look at these shots. I don't got problems. Look at these shots. I don't know. That's a plus. I don't know. Missing half the engine. Tires. We need rims. That bike's complete over there. This one's the junkyard dog.
Wow. All right, so what do you guys want to do? You want to flip for it?
This bike's beat up. Missing parts. It's gonna cost us a lot of moped money to get this going.
All right, who wants to call it?
I'll call it.
You want to call it?
Yeah.
All right.
Heads.
Tails.
Blue bike.
I want you to look over your bikes really well, figure out what you need. We got some parts over there. If you want to start breaking them down, you can. All right, guys.
Start tearing them down. Yeah, this is what you're gonna be doing tomorrow. You are tomorrow. Wipe your ass. Throw in the towel. Throw it in, boy. Stay on your side. We got this, Joel. Me and you. We got this.
They got the blue bike. They're gonna figure out what parts they need, what they're gonna get. This ain't such a bad bike. Got new tires on it. Yeah, it looks like you guys got a pretty good deal on this coin flip, huh?
Yes, sir. We're hoping we did.
All right.
But we're just looking into that now.
What are you guys trying to do right now?
We're gonna start this up, completely start. We're gonna take it for a ride around the block. We're gonna clock this motherfucker.
Yeah?
And then from there, we're gonna determine whether we should kid it or not. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's not good.
The gray team has a clogged carburetor. This happens from sitting too long with old gas in it. The carburetor is a device that mixes fuel with air. It works off a vacuum created by the motor. The fuel gets sucked up through a tiny hole or jet. The air-fuel mixture is then compressed and ignited by the spark plug. Old gas can gum up the motor with shellac and prevent this process from happening.
Those guys.
Oh shit. Never mind.
You want to filter too?
Yeah.
I like to see the camaraderie between the teams. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Give me the finger. Give me the finger. Give me the
What are you guys up to?
Just taking it apart, cleaning
Stripping
it up.
it. We gotta build this thing from scratch. We gotta tear it down. There's nothing here that's good. It should take us twice as long, and we're gonna build it before they're done with their bike. That's how we're doing it.
All right, that's a good attitude. I like it.
Definitely.
You guys find anything that you like about this bike?
The color.
Thanks, man.
Gonna clean it up.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Very often in these old mopeds, gas tanks rot out on them. Gas tank is actually part of the structural frame of the moped. And rust particles travel out of the petcock down into the carburetor and they can clog it. But if it has a clean tank, these guys are gonna have less problems.
Need a lot of stuff here, boy. What you got for sale?
We got lots of stuff. We'll go over there in a minute.
All right, perfect.
I'm selling off parts from my own personal collection today to help the teams. Some parts are fresh out of the box, some are modified to perform better. Each team gets a budget of $500 to make some magic happen. The black team comes by first, and they're fully prepared to clean house.
Headlight, tail light, cut off switch, tires, those, brakes, petcock, ribs, petcock.
One more time.
Petcock. We need socks. Okay, what else we got? We need the kit. We're gonna go with a 70 airsoft kit.
You got the seat? You need a seat?
We need a seat. You on point, Rob. Rob. Badass? What else? How's our budget going?
You're getting pretty close. Don't forget, you're gonna buy a cylinder.
Yeah, we got the 70 airsoft kit we're gonna take.
What kind of carburation you gonna?
Carb, I'm gonna clean up the carb and run a 15 Bing on it.
Okay.
And I think that'll conclude our build.
The black team racks up a whopping total of $488 in new and used parts, and they're going to need them in order to get their basket case race ready. What are you up to now?
Basically, get the bike running and see what happens from there.
What kind of speed you guys looking to get this bike to go?
50 and up.
All right, that's what I like to hear.
That's
what I like to hear.
I'm not heavy, I'm lighter, so
Yeah.
on my weight.
Are you gonna be racing this bike?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
They got lucky on that coin toss. So we're gonna do that. Chain is usable. We could use this. You know, mopeds, we use old things too. We don't throw everything, put everything brand new, make it look pretty. We use it. We use the old stuff. It's the best stuff. Gotta be 40 years old.
I'm gonna work my magic. I'm gonna detail it, make that yellow stand out.
The guys just discovered that the crankcase that Ralphie just pulled off the moped is in excellent working order and is almost ready for the newly purchased parts. Alright, granted you guys got shorter end of the stick. Favorable moped. I know this wasn't your original pick. How do you feel about this?
I feel good about it. It's the only thing we can have competitors next door and like them. Moped life.
We're gonna see what we can steal off their moped.
Yeah.
While they're not looking.
Unlike the black team, the gray team's bike has all of the necessary parts from the start. They're fueling up and trying to get the moped to work as is. They're going to determine what parts they would like to buy and what parts they can salvage.
Don't do it. Don't do it. You're gonna kill me right now. Yeah, try it again. There's water pouring out of this thing. That's straight up water. No one said that they found this in the water. Forget it. That's it. Take it apart.
Okay, so what's the problem you have with this?
I believe there's water in the case getting blown up into the plug, fouling it. So we're gonna take this apart and drain it.
Flathead screw, it's this guy right here.
Not this?
Nope, that's the transmission. This screw right here drains the crankcase.
I ain't doing this. Get your own moped. Keep going, pump it out. It's important to note that even the tiniest amount of water can prevent fuel from igniting inside a small motor like this. Even that tiny.
So you guys had a full bike and you were gonna feed us. You're gonna need to take it down, take it all apart, and rebuild it.
Yeah.
You wanna see what the champions look like? Look. This is the champions right here, look. We built ground up, baby. We built ground up.
Listen to those motherfuckers getting nowhere.
So what we're doing here is cleaning the threads, so when we remove this nut, it doesn't strip. And if you strip the threads on this, it's not a good thing.
Don't listen to those guys over there. They got the haterade on.
Now that the bike is stripped down, it's time for a long overdue cleaning.
Clean bikes, that's what we like.
Joel uses a biodegradable degreaser and a scrub brush to take a couple of the years off the frame. Once that's done, Joel applies polishing compound and uses an electric buffer to bring out some of the shine of the decades-old paint. You guys think it'll run?
Yes.
I think it'll start.
All right.
Yeah,
I mean,
You know.
all right, you all set? You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, give it help. Want to let bunch of feet?
I got 20 bucks and it'll start on the first day.
Yeah, let's see. Give it help.
I got 10.
The victory is short-lived. The gray team has a difference of opinion regarding their style strategy.
We're gonna paint it, right?
I don't wanna, but I mean, I'm not here by
Why
myself.
not? I mean,
I wanna get it.
it's a contest.
Yeah, a contest of
But
whipping ass.
yeah, you gotta have the fastest bike and the best.
Look good enough, bro. What do you need the bike to do?
I'll look good, but the bike.
We need the bike to move.
A little more excitement.
Yeah.
Parts! With the blue bike in working condition, the gray team stops by the shop to determine what parts are getting upgraded.
This is it's a 65cc aerosol kit. Reliability is not good.
No?
Metric kit.
I never even heard of this.
The reviews for this kit, people say this lasts 10 times longer than an aerosol.
Oh yes, yes, they will last. Cause It's different type of metal.
Right.
Look at that. That's a circle? What is that? Is that a circle?
That was.
Or is that a octagon?
You can see they opened the hole up more. At least we don't have to break the kit in.
Looks like somebody did put some time into that.
Yeah.
But what if that guy was an ass and really didn't know what they were doing?
Could have been. This is the piston that matches it.
Right. We'll fly with this. I read the reviews.
I'm gonna trust you.
This is perfect.
Does that go with this kit?
Yes. You're gonna blast. So you can easily go boom past 45, 50, 54, maybe 55 depending on your weight. I'm a light guy, so with this kit, easy 57, 56, or 58.
I want my intake. I want my carburetor.
All right,
I want to
relax.
put this shit together.
Relax. What
I
else
want my
do you need?
pipes.
Relax. We're doing that now.
What is this?
This is a fixed force pipe.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Very often with these exhausts, the header travels too far into the expansion chamber.
Right.
This one was fixed. It was cut. The extra length of the header was taken out, ground smooth on the inside,
Gotcha.
lined up straight, and welded back together. So it works like a true expansion chamber.
Was it tested after it was modded?
Yeah.
And how was the what was the
I gotta
result?
tell you.
Well, obviously it's here in pieces, so
Okay,
it might not have been that
yeah,
good. Because,
yeah,
okay,
you
let me
see-
ask you a question. Was this the last pipe you did, or was this like the first pipe you did?
I'm not gonna comment.
I saw something before that I liked that caught my eye.
What?
Listen, look. Do we get it for less?
That's the intake that matches that carburetor.
So we don't need this.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
In addition to new engine parts, they focus on the safety aspect of the competition by upgrading the brakes with new cables and shoes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Just look.
Rocking.
The guys grab the rest of what they need and ring up a grand total of $403, $85 less than the black team. They could keep the change if they could win the competition.
No, I got it. Watch and learn.
He's gonna show me how it's done.
Moto and Billy each have their own technique for setting up the brake shoes. Moto's technique is giving them a hard time.
Oh, bingo. Here we go.
This is the only way I've ever gotten them on.
So Billy gives it a shot.
Springy ding ding.
And it works out well.
And that's that. That little bit. You see that little bit? Watch. That's all that's gonna stop your ass.
Ironically, Billy's past brake troubles have led to some serious problems on the road.
You see that? It went like this, but that wasn't as thick as this one. The one I had was like about that thick. So it didn't work, basically. It didn't stop, it didn't slow down. The frame ripped right here, ripped, it buckled, and it ripped. So this wheel actually hits this. On my cylinder, there's tire marks across this from when it hit. That's how far back it pushed. You know, I thought it could jump off. I think you're Superman. You do this, you do that, you put it down, you flip off, you fly off. No, I don't know, froze. But again, if the brakes work, you don't have this problem. This right here. Go over the brakes, make sure everything is good. Anything compromised that needs to be changed with new parts, not used. So,
How often do you recommend checking the brakes?
I suggest either before you put it away or always before you ride it. It's always a good thing before you ride it. This way you'll never get on it and not check it, because you always check it before you ride it.
Joel tends to the rims and tires, while Ralphie adds a few more layers of wax to the frame.
Está mojado, no le pongan los dedos así. So you hold it here.
They mounted the freshly painted front fender and forks, so now it's ready for a front wheel. With the brand new tires inflated and the rims freshly painted, Joel assembles and mounts the wheels.
Team no sleep. Team no sleep, Mo.
That's gonna make me go fast. We're gonna put the piston on the piston rod with our base gasket, because we're gonna try to check for cylinder timing.
While Billy is tied up, Moto hand cuts gaskets for the intake manifold and a couple for the cylinder base gasket.
Well, look at that now, Marcus. You tell me. Don't think I'll look at the cranky.
I did my best. It's hard.
Yeah, bro.
Not bad at all. Despite the progress, the gray team is still arguing about how the bike looks.
It still needs some beauty to it.
It is beautiful. When you meet an elderly woman, what do you tell her?
Let me bring you to the plastic surgeon
Right.
and hook
So
you up.
I don't want to meet a woman that looks like Russ. No,
I like rusty bitches.
no, that's you. I like clean bitches.
Rustic.
Excuse my language. This
down.
is like an old bag of bones. We don't need this.
We're mounting the clutch, the bell, clutch plate, and the ring. I'm gonna set up this whole side right here. Joel's gonna do the other side. He's gonna put the stator, the magneto. Then we're gonna work on the front of the engine, put the kit on it. Still got a ways to go. So we got a lot of work still ahead of us. Hopefully we make it.
The communal parts table seems to have expanded past the table, and both teams are becoming frantic in an effort to finish. Time is slipping away, and the yellow team is still fine-tuning parts. They're still not even sure if the motor even runs. And the blue team hasn't gotten to the point of testing their motor out with the new parts on it yet.
Okay, only a few hours left, so we're gonna see how our contestants are doing.
So what are you doing, Billy? Setting up the exhaust onto the new cylinder.
Okay, so what kit is this?
Metra 65.
Okay, and which head?
The 50cc poop head.
Which cylinder are you guys using?
Using the aerosol 70.
And Joel, what are you doing?
Working on the electrical, got the stator in, got the flywheel on.
Let me see it.
The gray team looks like they're ready to start their moped with the newly installed high-performance engine parts to see if they have a runner.
You gotta have faith. No, give it time.
Just stop, it's flooded.
One more time.
Dad?
The gray team is on the move, but the clock is out, and we still don't know if the yellow team has a working moped yet. We'll find out what happens at the big race. Looks like the black team's work paid off, and they got the yellow bike up and running. And it's got a name, too.
The taxi maxi. Over here you pay half fare.
You have any issues? You have any final tuning you had to do?
Tuning, get everything sorted out. We should be able to win this one.
How you feel about it, Joel?
Very confident. All right, Moto, you ready? You're ready. Billy, don't forget, you gotta buy me roller monster.
Yo, we're doing relay races? Give me the one. Yeah, bring the bike. Yo, you gotta take that thing off the top of your head. It's f***ing up the aerodynamics.
All right, guys. Looks like you built some nice bikes. Some may look a little better than others, but let's check out the blue bike first. Seems like you kept it as original as possible, frame style, paint-wise. Got some patina, some rust. It had new tires, so that's good. We put the 65 metric kit on there with the high compression head. It seems to run pretty good, so we're gonna see what happens. This is yellow bike, great effort. I couldn't believe that this was the same bike. You did a lot of polishing, touch it up with the paint, and the motor, the carburetor, the exhaust, everything looks great on this. And the bike sounds really good too. Well, since you maintain a lot of patina, and the bike does look kind of cool, not a bad attempt, it's really good. However, you look at the effort that these guys put into this bike and the polishing and the extra painting, this bike really shines through. This is a really, I think, hands down, better looking bike. Both teams met the safety requirements and got their check mark. The Taxi Maxi gets the check for the better looking bike. If the gray team wins the race, both teams get to keep their mopeds and they split the loot. If the black team wins, then Billy and Moto are walking home. So there's only one thing left to do. Are you guys ready to race?
Yes.
Yeah, we're ready.
Same thing. All right, you guys ready to go? All right, we just had a killer race. Congratulations, yellow team. They won. You guys know the rules. You guys get to keep the bike, all the parts, everything that you put into it, plus some cash. You got a couple grand right here. Enjoy yourself. Unfortunately, guys, you did a really nice job. You built a nice, fast, competitive bike, but you didn't win. So I keep the bike, and you don't get anything.
Good luck with it.
Good luck. See you guys. You guys can walk home now.
How the f am I supposed to walk, ass?
Too bad. You boy better. You already live in Brooklyn. You duck.
Yo, you should just go in your pond.
Thanks a lot. You can watch Moped Money. We'll catch you next time.
Go try again, losers! Losers! Quack, 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 quack. Hey, watch back the dog. You gotta leave the dog.